This lesson is all around getting tension from your neck and shoulders and just easing out that tightness that we can tend to get in our shoulders if we use computers or we're sat at desks, driving, that kind of thing. We're going to work with a lovely warm-up to start with, just to release the neck and the shoulders, and then we're going to work with the fish posture. If you do have any neck injuries, then you may want to try another lesson until your neck is in a better position to be doing this posture. Any whiplash or anything like that, you wouldn't do the fish posture. Otherwise, if you're good to go, we'll get into our warm-up. So I'll invite you to bring your feet to about hip-width apart. And we're just going to start to loosen out through the shoulders. So we've seen this movement in lesson 3, where you just start to take your arms back and just stretch up. So we just want to warm up the spine. And this lesson is also a really good lesson for if you suffer from headaches and that kind of thing, as a preventative measure. Okay, so as you drop your arm down, just let it travel down your thigh and just get this lovely stretch out from your hip. And I'm going to change that movement slightly by starting to just let your hand drift away from your leg as you take it down, and then traveling through your shoulders, lifting up through your elbows, and then raising your arm up and just circling through your spine. And then coming back through your elbow. And then back through your shoulders. Great. And then just letting your arms relax down. So we're going to take the shoulders up. And we're going to drop them in 3 stages. So you go 1, 2, and often on the third one, your shoulders will drop down that little bit more. So we lift up. 1, 2, 3. Relax. One more time. Lift up. Release. Brilliant. Fingertips to your shoulders. Bring your elbows together or close to. You're just going to sink down. I'll come down onto my side for this movement. You're going to sink down into your knees, but keep your back straight. And it's just a spinal wave as we circle round. Lift your elbows. Circle them around. So we inhale as we lift. Exhale as we lower. So inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Lovely. And then you're going to take your elbows back and just circle around in the opposite direction. You might hear a bit of crunching here. Good sign that your shoulders are releasing. And again, just work to your shoulders capacity. So you might have shoulders, your elbows down a little bit lower if that suits you. That's it. And then bringing your hands back down to rest by your side. So I'm going to show you some really good stretches now through the neck to get rid of tightness and tension in your neck. Again, I'm going to come onto my side to show you the first move. So we come into Tadasana. So you want to have your core engaged, lengthen through your sternum, taking your shoulders up and relaxing them down. We're going to start to lift through, so you're stretching your throat rather than dropping your head back. Point your chin forward, relax it down. And then starting to stack your vertebrae one on top of the other. Chin points forward, relax it down. Raising up. Chin points forward, relax it down. Lovely. And then bringing your head back to center. We're going to change the movement now. What you want to do with your shoulders here is keep them as straight as you can, rather than moving your shoulders in that in the movement. It's just the neck. So we're going to take a breath in. So breathe out. Just let your right ear drop to your shoulder. And just breathing here and just letting the weight of your head, initially you might not feel too much movement, just let the weight of your head start to lengthen through the muscle. There's nothing you need to do here. It's quite a passive stretch. Start to get this lovely length through the side of your neck. And then drawing your tummy muscles back towards your spine, we're going to lift. And then we're going to let the head drop to the opposite side. And again, just let the weight of your head do the work for you. There's nothing that you need to do. Point your fingers down. If you want to close your eyes, I naturally close my eyes. I find these movements so relaxing. And again, core is drawn in as you lift up one more time on each side. You can go deeper into this stretch by pointing the fingers of your left hand down towards the floor. Lengthening through the whole of your neck. And then head raises up with your core on. Exhale. Relaxing the head to the left. You can point the fingers of the right hand down towards the floor. And then core is engaged as you lift up. So we're going to come into the same stretch now. So right ear to right shoulder. Just let your left hand relax. And you're going to start to try and look down towards your toes. So you're lengthening through the back of your neck. Just breathe here, just letting those muscles lengthen out. Core is engaged as you lift up. Opposite side. Ear drops down, and then looking towards your left toes. You won't get very far, you'll just feel into that stretch. And then raising up, core is engaged. And our final movement, we're going to take a breath in, keeping the hips and shoulders where they are, and just rotate to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center, over to your left. Inhale, back to center, to the right. And just work with your own breath length. Do a couple more on each side. Last one, over to your left. And then just take a couple of breaths. Just notice how you feel. Closing your eyes if it's comfortable. Standing tall and strong. Now we're going to go into the fish posture. So you're going to come down onto your mat now for us to go into the fish posture. What you're going to need is a couple of blankets. They need to be fairly thick blankets so that you've got quite a bit of height on the blanket. So if you want to pause the video and go and grab those. You wouldn't practice this posture if you had any neck injuries, if you've had any whiplash recently, or anything to do with your neck that you know your neck is fairly sensitive and can't be stretched in a strong way backwards. Okay, so it's a real throat opener is this posture. So the fish posture is all about opening your upper back, your upper shoulders, your upper back, your shoulders, your throat, your neck. And it's a fantastic posture to help alleviate headaches and as a preventative way to prevent you from recurring headaches. So it's a great posture to really open your upper body up. So there's 4 stages to the posture. So you're going to start with your blankets at the end of your mat like this. So when you're ready, we'll come into the first stage. And again, with all of our lessons, just work to what's comfortable for you, what stage is comfortable for you. So you're going to come to just play around with, you want to have your upper body and your head supported on your blankets. Okay, so just bring yourself, the way that we're going to come down onto the mat is you're going to take both arms back and just let yourself supportedly come down onto the mat. So you've got your chest and your head on the blankets. I'm just going to lift my hips because I can feel I can lengthen out that little bit more. And you get this really fantastic opening of your rib cage. I'm just going to breathe here. If you're comfortable to bring your hands into prayer position on your heart, just let your hands rest on your heart and breathe and feel that gorgeous opening. Your back. One more breath. Lovely. And then to come out of the posture, just allow your hands to rest down on the mat. We're going to move into stage 2. Take the feet, roll onto your side, bring your hand over and push yourself up to your seated position. And you're just going to bring yourself back just a little bit, and you want to be, so your legs are out straight, the same movement, but your head relaxes back over the edge of the blankets this time. So what you do, bring your hands same way, hands come down. So my arm is just resting, this arm is exactly the same on the other side. And I'm just going to let my head relax down. And I'm just going to bring my hands so they're supported by my side. I could probably come just a little bit further. That's it. So your head hangs over the edge. Just resting your hands down by your side to start with. Just breathe in and let your upper body open. Just feeling that lengthening through your neck. And then if it's comfortable for you, I'm going to bring the hands into prayer position on the heart. 3 breaths here. Excellent. And then to come out, you just bring your hands back down onto the mat. Soles of the feet rest on the mat, knees come up. You just bring, before you turn your body, just lift your chin. So using your core to bring your chin to your chest, roll onto your side and come back up to a seated position. So we're going to pop the blankets to one side. If that second stage was enough, just go through the second stage for the next couple of times that we move on to stage 3 and 4. So we'll pop those to one side. Now the next stage, you're going to come onto your mat. So you just come from a seated position. Let's draw awareness to our core muscles. So as you exhale, breathing out, abdominal muscles come back towards your spine. So we're going to turn down to the mat and just bring your left hand down onto the mat to support you. And then your right arm does exactly the same at the other side. Legs come out. And just feel that you're supported. Your core is engaged. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, allow your head just to drop down. Just moving your shoulders slightly away from your ears. Using your core, take a few breaths. And then engaging your core on your next exhalation. Start to draw your chin back towards your chest. And we're just going to lie down and let your body rest. If you're in stage 1 or 2, you can just roll onto your side and rest on your side. And then if you want to come back into stage 1 and 2, repeat as you've done already. Those that want to come into 3 and 4, we're going to start this movement now from on the floor. So awareness to your core, Exhale, draw it back towards your spine. And we're going to start to lift, push the elbows down into the floor. Feel into the base of your spine and start to lengthen through your spine as you raise your chest. You're going to push into your elbows and bring the crown of your head onto the mat. So it's really strong, so do take care. Feel into your back, just feeling that length through your spine. And if it feels comfortable, if you feel comfortable in this position, bring your hands into prayer position on your chest. 3 breaths. And then just allow your hands to relax back down. Core is engaged. Push on the elbows. Lift up. Chin comes back down to your chest. And relax down. If you're in stage 1 or 2 with your blankets, if you want to just pop them to the side, roll over onto your side, pop your blankets to your side and come back down into Shavasana. And just allowing yourself to rest here. Just letting the throat, the neck, the shoulders relax down. And then you can either stay in this position and move straight into your relaxation, or if you want to pause the video and grab your cushions and blankets, feel free.